You are banned!
The demon who got the man who killed a father, a good person, a Christian, a leader in the realm of free thought has been captured. Massive, massive, massive day. Just got some news about Trump and Jorge Oros. Massive investigation just announced by Trump into George. We're going to take a look at that. AJ gone wild out there. There's so much to cover here. We have peace potentially no longer an option in Ukraine. The beginning of a network state, the world's first network state. Oh my God. And the president of Brazil sentenced to 27 years in prison, all while Bitcoin pumps, all while altcoins go to the moon. This is the chaos realm that we live in today. Welcome one, welcome all to the show. And honestly, you know what? Strap in, folks. This is going to be crazy. Good morning, Kyle, Papa, Heron, Ninja Glock, my man, Jay Mizzle, Snowboarder, Sack Nasty, of course. Now, Sack, DC's in jail because of that stupid Apple release, literally a fucking nothing burger. And they banned it for a few days from live stream. So that's been going on. We've been drinking from a fire hose today, but guys, let's get into it. Let's get into all the news, all the chaos. And when we do, I'm going to be spending some time on the charts here today as we head into the weekend. As you guys know, your boy just absolutely crushing it. If you guys aren't already, make sure to get in our Discord. I implore you to get into the Discord, folks. We are absolutely printing. I am cooking on all cylinders in terms of my trades. You can go ahead, catch all my trades here. Go ahead and share this. Ooh, and we got to start the pump screen. We got to start the pump stream. Go live on pump. We're going live on pump. There we go. There we go. We're live on pump. It's going great. It's what I appreciate. And I'm having a lot of fun on there. I'm having a lot of fun on pump. I'm going to give it a reshare. It's pretty fucking awesome. User or interaction fees, transaction fees. I don't have to sell a single one of the tokens. Tokenized show. And you know what? It's been absolutely incredible. I don't understand why people, sell on their holders in the pump fund ecosystem. Solana has got something going on. Same with the arena. The fees on arena and pump have been absolutely incredible. Definitely ask for your guys' support and helping share the arena and the pump stream as well. I'm testing out the grounds in crypto social fi. Now, here's the trades. Yesterday's 92.99%. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. As you can see, I've been going haywire on here. Last one's before this ETH long, on the pullback, and then a link long that went really, really good. But make sure you're following me. Get in. I do think that we have the link down in the description. Let me know if the link for the Discover Investments Group Discord group is not in the description. It needs to be in there. It's literally free to get in there. We're printing money. We have a massive community of, honestly, some professional traders, and then a whole ecosystem of people that are just now getting involved with trading. And we have a massive, massive partner that has an extremely good training program for how to trade and navigate these markets safely, concisely, and with conviction. So make sure to stay tuned for that. I'm very, very excited. Screw Apple. Apple's such garbage. Now, let's get into all the news. We got a lot of stuff to cover. We have a lot of ground to cover here, folks. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, of course, here at Druth Crypto, and also the Blockchain Basement. Your boy Ski Drewski here at Blockchain Basement on YouTube. 81.2 thousand subscribers. We work hard. We put about 2,000 videos out so far, and I have no plans on slowing down. I've been talking to Nick quite a bit yesterday, and I've been talking to him quite a bit, just working through all the emotional roller coaster that this week has been And I'm here for you guys. And I've been spending a lot of time trying to hang out in the Discord for the blockchain basement, but I am here for you guys. And you guys have been there for me through this week, and I really, really appreciate that. Now let's check out the markets. Bitcoin not doing too bad. 115.4. Solana been stealing the show. Solana been stealing that spotlight at $238 a unit right now. I know someone gives me shit for saying unit. Doge here. I think this one, I can't remember what this. Let's actually click into this. We got some dark green on MYX prime season. And then whatever this M thing is. I've probably looked at this before, but I do actually want to click into this. What the hell is going on? Why would you give me the info? Let's see here. I'm going to zoom in. What is this? What the hell is M? Let's go to CoinMarketCap and see what it is. Because it's in the dark green right now. So we got MY. Oh, Meme Core. Son of a. Meme Core coming back after it. Jesus. Holy cow. Yeah, okay. Meme Core. God. Oh. Clearly crime season. Clearly crime season. Absolutely crazy. The coin market cap showing some great stuff there, you guys. $4.01 trillion. Look at that. Just a tiny little tick up in the market cap has meant really, really good things for altcoins. Bitcoin, it's fighting. Okay. Gave you guys the TA yesterday. TA played out. Honestly, heck. And yes, I could have shorted these targets that I'd built, but you know what? I don't like shorting a bull market. I rarely will do that. Now, Bitcoin has now peaked its little pecker. It'll head back into this battleground zone from 115.4 up to 116.4, essentially, is a major, major battleground for Bitcoin to have to fight through. It's all built off of past structure of price action on the W pattern that we pumped out of. On the weekly, though, we got some juice. That VWAP clipping back to the upside. And actually, shout out to Crypto Face Market Cipher for this incredible trading tool. The money flow, in my opinion, my humble opinion, actually, I think it's going to kind of start swooping back up to the upside. Kelly was sharing some alpha with me just before I went live about some signals he's seeing on stochastic RSI as well. Let's hop on over and check out Bitcoin with that stochastic RSI. This matters. I know I'm out here trading, meme coins, altcoins, and Bitcoin, but I want to see what stochastic RSI looks like. Let's see. He was mentioning a key signal that was going off on the weekly for Bitcoin. Let's check her out. Oh my God. Oh my God. I love this. I love this. We're heading into the battleground of this resistance block right here with the backdrop of the weekly stochastic RSI being ready to cause some violence and higher lows. Look at that shit. Higher lows on the weekly stochastic clipping over. The moving averages are now clipping over, and the latest portion of the MACD sell-off wave got a little bit thin. Bears are running out of steam. And you can only hold back this stair step that we've built up on Bitcoin for so long. The washout, been great. We traded the washout, been feeling great. And honestly, I love washouts because those are the best times for me to trade. This is also happening on Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance, the amount of control Bitcoin has over the markets continuing to fall. Very, very nice. And getting close to going into free fall mode once again, which honestly, if we enter free fall mode on Bitcoin dominance, man, this freaking altcoin market is going to go ballistic. There's other things telling me that altcoins are about to go ballistic for the end of the year. But you know what? If you're not in position with crypto by now, I don't know what to tell you. My ex-wife needs a washout. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Okay, hold on.
You are banned!
Jesus, dingo, actual Department of War. Oh yeah, you had to change your name because now it's the Department of War, right? Shout out to that. There you go. Now, okay, I know unit is a measurement, you know, I still say it that way. I'm never going to stop. Never going to stop. Now, let's go to the rest of the charts here. Liquidation levels are going to matter here. Let's go to the wider screen, get a good viewpoint of it. So let's check out the 12-hour on Binance first. And then I actually will check out Hyperliquid. Hyperliquid levels, big traders on Hyperliquid trading. And we are trying to chunk back up to that 116.15. Let's see where that lands in terms of our resistance. Resistance. 5. That lands right at about here. All right. All right. You know, and it's not too unreasonable to expect us to start trying to fight through this. The liquidation level actually looks pretty damn juicy here. And now just an honorary shout out, Tesla on the weekly, showing some uppityness. Elon Musk out here snapping his fingers, driving around a Nissan Altima, and he is feeling uppity with Tesla. Now let's get into the news. Okay, there's a lot of stuff going on. I do got to start with something that just broke, just so I don't forget about it. Because I literally just got this news. From Shadow of Ezra, Trump has announced that Jorge Oros and his entire network is going to be investigated under RICO charges. Let's have a listen to this. This is absolute chaos, and I'm here for it.
I had one the other night. I went into a restaurant, and this woman stood up. I looked at her immediately. She had money. She wasn't serious. They get paid for it. They're professional from Soros and other people. And we're going to look into Soros because I think it's a RICO case against him and other people. Because this is more than like protests. This is real agitation. This is riots on the street. And we're going to look into that.
What do we do about our country with that? Because we have radicals on the right.
I had one the other night. I went into a restaurant, and this woman.
Dude. He's got like 60, 70 billion dollars worth of damages that can be claimed in this. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right, Trump, hey, this is leveling up. Okay, I like it. You know, been in control for quite some time of the media, of judges. I'm here for an investigation, right? Speaking of investigation, it looks like Kash Patel announced that there will be here. This is in a conference. They actually found and have the shooter from yesterday's attack. I think it was yesterday. God, this week has turned into a blur. But the attack on Charlie Kirk, a good man, taken down. It looks like they have him in custody, and they're not stopping here. Not stopping. That's true, Suspicion. We want that list. I want that list. But I am, this seeing a little bit of gleam of hope, right? So Kash Patel out here on the conference this morning. And this is a great highlight of what's happened this week. Unfortunately for leftists, the Turning Point USA kids are further right than Charlie. Charlie was pretty middle. I mean, he was open to conversation. He wasn't exactly middle of the road. He had his own side, but he was the olive branch of communication that the society needs to remain civilized, right? Once conversation stops, then chaos follows. It's something I've said for quite some time. And Charlie also said basically verbatim, right? Not exactly chaos follows. But now chaos is happening. This is crazy. AJ gone wild. AJ writes crypto. Got in a fight over Charlie Kirk. Swung on him first, to be fair, self-defense. Hit him once for Charlie, once for hating Trump, and one more for getting blood on my Rolex. He's out cold as I'm tweeting this. Top should be here within a minute. Wish me luck. AJ gone wild. Now, did he actually get in a fight? He's kind of an emotional creature, right? So I could see that happening. There's going to be people that are going to be dancing on the hill of what just been done. And I will personally exercise restraint. I will personally exercise restraint as best as humanly possible. right? As best as humanly possible. But there is a time for love and a time for war. And, you know, I don't want to start that rhetoric and get the conversation going, you know, towards that. But I will say to keep your head on a swivel. Okay. Oh, yeah. Look at that. We need to be sponsored by Yerba Mate, honestly. We honestly need to be sponsored by this. I got my old Druth mug back from the older office. So stopping by, getting some things, getting settled into this new spot. I am exercising. I am exercising so I can restrain them. Shout out to you, Dingo Actual. This morning, my actionable item was to go 10 pounds up on each hand on military press dumbbells. Instead of 70 pounds being that kind of stopping point, I'm upping the ante. I'm becoming larger. I am increasing my presence in any room, right? And some people look at my face like, oh, wow, he's so mad. He's got that angry look in his eye, right? You know what? Let them think whatever they want. I don't care. And you know what? That's the alpha energy that all you dudes and all you dads and all you family men need to put out there in the universe with me. Yerba Mate is the best. It's pretty good. Oh, that's good. Now, how we got here has been decades of dehumanization, being called deplorables, calling a political side, the right, lesser than human. And you know what? This is a boiling point. The US is at a boiling. It is at a boiling point. And I'd be lying to you if I was saying, oh no, it's just fine. This is, sometimes things just happen like this. This has been years in the making. Now we have an entire generation of kids that had their schooling stolen from them through the lockdowns. There's going to be a new subsect of how people operate. Let's see, increase the volume and intensity. Putting that much weight on an unstable joint is unnecessary. I feel pretty stable. I am pretty stable. I'm like 260 pounds. You know what I mean? So doing 160 pounds of military press is within my reason, right? I'm not your average bear. Now, let's get into this. Let's get into the crypto. Let's get into what the rest of the year is going to look like, dudes and dudettes. JP Morgan and Goldman are the Fed, essentially, right? JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs are essentially the Fed. Their outlook is a total of 75 base points being cut on interest rates over the course of the remainder of this year. This is going to play into an expansion of risk assets. This is going to play into not just gold and silver, which are putting up some incredible numbers. Speaking of incredible numbers, Byron, what is up? Thank you very much for the support, my man. You the man. Byron, appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, man. For Charlie. So we should just donate that. I'm going to a vigil tonight in my town. I'm bringing my whole family. I'm not afraid. Neither should you be. God doesn't want us to be afraid. He doesn't want us. We are brave. We lead by example. JP. Here's the Fed has just showed up. Oh my God. JP Morgan just showed up. Yeah. Seeing the chart. 1 year after rate cuts, the market is never down ever. And honestly, this is a collapse up. What up, Ricky? What up? Shout out to Byron though, supporting the channel. You're making my heart swell here. Okay, I'm just getting the lights back on the basement live streams. Right now, we got like 22,200 people watching total, but the basement live streams, we're just getting the ball rolling once again. And any amount of support, sharing, liking, anything you can do to help me get the lights back on in the blockchain basement live stream, I would greatly appreciate it, you guys. Greatly appreciate it. Now, in the backdrop of these outlook of Federal Reserve rate cuts, gold, it doesn't go vertical unless something major is happening behind the scene. Prepare. study for Bitcoin. Studying Bitcoin, macroeconomic markets, and how they react under great stress, especially under the stress of stagflationary events, will greatly improve not just crypto performance and general trading performance. Oh my God, Byron, 50 blockchain memberships. Holy, wait a minute, dude. Wow. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Like, I don't have a hat. If I did, it would be off to you. Thank you very, 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 very much. Absolutely. Very much. You're helping put food on my kids' table. I'm under a lot of stress. I'm having to move, and I'm having to, sell some certain trading wins to move to a new house, new location. It's a long drive. I drive 1.5 hours to this new spot. So, I really appreciate you. I really, really appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. Gold, it's going parabolic because systems breaking behind us. Silver, going nuts. But there's some cool stuff going on with gold. Switzerland is proposing that the gold industry builds refineries in the United States. So the Switzerland refineries potentially building new locations here in the US, starting to understand the power of gold. This is quite impressive. And I loved seeing this. Dizzy, I am not rich. I am not rich. I am actively living off of trading gains. I'm actively, I'm not rich, man. I'm going to get another house, but it's about moving with velocity when I see the time is right. Like the interest rate I have on the other house is so low. I cannot get rid of that interest rate. It's like a 30-year short on the dollar, having an interest rate around 3%. Current environment, covered it yesterday. We had a big drop in mortgage rates, which is good for me in my current season of life. But God, when you move to a new house and you think about, having renters, you have to think about the potential things that could go wrong. You know what I mean? So I'm having to put an entire new roof on the house. I'm having to do all kinds of major renovations. It is what it is. It is what it is. Now on gold, I know I'm talking about Bitcoin and gold here, but just stay with me. Inflation adjusted gold prices have officially hit new record all-time highs for the first time since the 1980s. So the gold chart, though it is up and to the right, and this is the design of gold in terms of US dollar, when you adjust for how much money these shitbags have been printing in the background, it literally just broke its all-time high. Okay? That's how much money is being printed and injected into the system. So, and Bitcoin, it moves up with the money supply. Shout out to Kyle White, planning to buy a house in the next 8 to 6 months. There you go. Make the moves. I really think it's important. I think home ownership is important. I think fighting back against the own nothing, be happy narrative is important. And there's many different avenues that we take it. Now, silver needs to break out against inflation, but it is breaking out in US dollars. Silver has hit $43 an ounce for the first time in more than 14 years. So quite an impressive performance from, hedges against a irresponsible monetary system. And these are Bitcoin, gold, silver, and altcoins are the chaos zone where the degens go make tons of money for a few months. And then the people that hold those altcoins into a bear market get crushed. Those that jeet those altcoins into Bitcoin or houses, they grow sweet mustaches. They lift tons of weight. They are sexy as fuck. And they just, they win. Okay. Now, speaking of winners, CZ. The combined market cap of all future money is less than one chip company's market cap, NVIDIA. You do the math. Absolutely savage words right here from CZ. Think about this. Crypto is being conversated as a strategic reserve, right? It's being conversated on the same level that gold has been. Gold is over $20 trillion market cap. If Bitcoin performed to the level that gold is at right now, and gold continues to move up as trust between nations continues to fall apart, China keeps stacking gold, all these different organizations and countries are stacking gold, and they're now talking about stacking Bitcoin. Some of these countries, the smaller ones, the ones that have beating the US to the punch, they're stacking Bitcoin as their strategic reserve. Bitcoin is the easiest asymmetric play of the century. Absolutely. Full stop. Let's see here. Best place to buy silver. You know what? Great chart. That's a good question. This could play into crypto. This plays into crypto. I don't have a affiliate link for them. I don't have any of that. But JM Bullion. Great spot. And if you want to go here and pick up some gold, if you just like gold, you want to get an ounce of gold. I love gold. You go to the gold coins or whatever. I mean, they have bricks and all this stuff. Actually, you know what I like to do? I like to get the gold bars. So I got the gold bars and then make sure it's got an assay card. And I don't use anything other than JM Bullion. Right. And you can actually pay for your gold with crypto directly. Okay. You can pay for gold with crypto directly and have the gold sent to your house. Okay. Then you drive your happy ass down to the pawn shop. This is obviously not financial advice. You must follow all local laws and regulations, right? You don't want to find out you've been doing anything wrong, of course. But that being said, you can send some crypto in here, some gold sent to your house. Pawn shops all over the place that pay for gold, right? Gold's a hot commodity. Now, Gemini officially has gone live on the NASDAQ, expanding its presence in U.S. markets. The solidification that crypto is here to stay, that exchanges are turning into some of the most powerful companies on the planet. It's all in front of us. We have the entire, oh my God. Like, and you guys, I'm just like, this week has been very, very hard, but I'm really, really thankful that we've been on the right path with what our focus has been monetarily. I don't feel as much pain from the inflationary pressures because of how much we've been leaning into not only learning trading, but actively finding the best projects out there and then retaining that value in Bitcoin, right? Trade gold for aliens for future tech. That would be a move. Wait a minute. People still use Craigslist? Do people actually still use Craigslist? Let me know. I haven't gone on Craigslist in a long time, man. I haven't been on Craigslist in a long time. All right, let's check this out too. BlackRock making a move to tokenize stock ETFs, the $50 billion Bitcoin fund success. Bridging Wall Street assets with blockchain rails and marking institutional finance's boldest step into tokenized real-world assets. BlackRock is actually looking like they want to put the rubber to the road when it comes to tokenization. And you know what? This is crazy that we front ran the largest money markets and market managers on the planet. Well, you bought 2 motorcycles off Craigslist this year? Holy God. It still works. You met your ex-wife on Craigslist? Oh, Satoshi Nakamoto's in the chat. The only dump that's going to happen is after my morning coffee, I hit the toilet. And you know what? I had to hit it before I came in here today. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not going to lie to you. I had to take care of some business, right? Now, also with Tether is launching a US-based stablecoin. And we're like, I'm not, they're just trying to make a product, a stable coin that is more tailored towards American markets and American regulations. Tether's definitely here to stay. USDC, very much so, in my opinion, here to stay. But you know what? Bitcoin is my favorite. My favorites. Oh my God, do I have a special guest joining me or something? Hold on. Wait a minute. What are you doing? How you doing, Kelly?
I'm doing good. I actually jumped in because I was trying to get the 4 p.m. set up. But hey, what's up? I didn't know if it was on because we have all the multiple accounts. But how's everybody doing? You know what my thumbnail is right now?
No, what is show me? I want to see it. I can't
show you, but I can tell you pump season. I found a signal. We'll talk about it at 4, but I found a signal that is suggesting it's kind of all those things of thoughts and tears and fears and frustration. There's a momentum signal that's saying, hey, hold on to your butts because this thing might be rocking some moves, baby.
Okay. Well, that'd be Max Payne up only this weekend when everyone's expecting a little bit of chop, right? Well, Kelly, I'm going to make sure everyone gets there at 4 p.m. You're going to be going live on the BitLab Academy YouTube, correct?
Yeah, once we get out of jail on YouTube, we'll,
Mhm.
you're on at 1 o'clock on YouTube for Discover, and then
Mhm.
I'm on at 4. But as you are right now, we'll be on live also on the Discover Crypto X account, as well as my
Mhm.
own X account at Kelly Kellum. But there's some great signals going on right now. I think a lot of people are really setting up for potentially making some very silly errors. So I'm going to be highlighting some of those charts and some of those signals at 4. But I'll let you keep on with it. I'm going to keep that one, getting it locked in. But other than that, I'll see you in a few.
Perfect. No, that's perfect. Perfect interjection. I'm glad I caught you. I'll see you soon, man. All right. Now I want to ask you guys in the chat, if crypto were a hairstyle.
I told you I'd see.
Oh my God.
See how close we are?
I don't know if you got it, but yes, me and Kelly were very, very close. Now, if crypto were a hairstyle, this is probably pretty accurate for ETH holders, right? Solana holders, absolutely. They got the frosted tips. SWE holders, how is this? Like, I guess my hair is kind of close. I'm closer to the Bitcoin holder. Just the chaos, you swoop it back and you just don't even worry. You don't care how you look. Actually pretty accurate. You know what I mean? From just oh, this is Daisy is gonna crash out when he sees this comment. ADA holders are broccoli heads. Who's the bald guy? You know what I mean? And what hairstyle are you? Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. What hairstyle do you have on your head right now? Let's get into the altcoin section here. The amount of money deposited into tokenized funds on Ethereum is up 20x, 20,000% since 2024 in January. Ethereum has become the go-to blockchain for tokenization. It's written, it's known. And the guys with the slightly balding pattern, they're going to be all up in that tokenization move here, folks. And you know what? We got our spots. Holding Ondo, holding ETH and auxiliaries. Let's see here. XRP should be a hard hat. Or XRP, I think, is actually the McDonald's hat. I think XRP should be the McDonald's hat. That's what I should do. My pop's rocking. You know what? My pops, he is like the top of his head is rocking the Bitcoin hair. But you know what really the pops look is this is my dad incarnate. I mean, I'm going to show you guys. Hold on. Shout out to you, Dad. I love you, man. This is incredible what my dad has morphed into. And it was shocking, and I'm so here for it. Okay. This is he's gonna love me. This is my dad now. And taking advice from my dad with this haircut is like, okay, dude. Yeah, fuck yeah. He's got the look of the all-knowing. And you guys might end up seeing him on here. Oh, he got a haircut? No! Now he looks like Harrison Ford. Oh, well, Harrison Ford's still pretty. Check out some other alt stuff here. Solana and Ethereum and Hyperliquid. Now, Hyperliquid is right behind Ethereum in app revenue, and no other chain is even coming close to these metrics. Look at this. Hyperliquid DeFi TVL is at 2.7 billion, 24 app revenue at 3.2 million. Ethereum coming in at 94 billion in TVL, but then 24 hours, you're only getting 6 mil, right? So Hyperliquid is getting half the 24-hour revenue of Ethereum with a much smaller total value locked. And then you go up to Solana. Shout out to Solana. $12.9 billion in TVL. And the 24-hour revenue is right there, almost in lock and step with Ethereum. But Hyperliquid is being vicious. And honestly, Base isn't even doing that poorly. I kind of lump Base in with Ethereum. I know they're different, yada, yada, yada. But, Base is kind of like my Coinbase's captured version of Ethereum, which smaller market caps within that ecosystem, better upside, right? Now, this is great for Chainlink. Chris Barrett from Chainlink announced this. Chainlink and Polymarket now partnering up. Leading on-chain prediction market platform Polymarket has been officially partnered up with Chainlink to launch 15-minute markets featuring near instant settlement and industry-leading security. Starting with asset pricing, the integration combines Chainlink data streams and automation to speed up market resolutions and provide robust defense in-depth security. Integration live on the Polygon mainnet. Polygon is like, is it now just Poly market? Like, what is happening to the Polygon price is what my question is. Enabling the creation of robust prediction markets around hundreds of crypto trading pairs already supported in data streams. Marks just the beginning of a collaboration between Polymarket and Chainlink. Polymarket is a massive, massive, massive deal. Let's see here. Craigslist was pretty much only for lot lizards. Fair enough. Fair enough. You know, those lot lizards would be like, where you at, lot lizards? That's what it is. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Like, I haven't gone on Craigslist quite some time. Maybe I should. One of my favorite things to do is leverage trade and then scroll through used race cars. Because I have kind of a hankering to get back to building those things. I did it in high school, loved it a lot. Now let's get into this. More news from Chainlink. The gift that keeps on giving. The Commerce Department, GDP, and macro data. But obviously, we saw the initial connection from the U.S. Department of Commerce straight to Chainlink and then distributed from there. But it's also distributing that information now to SAY, institutional grade settlement layer. And actually, this is pretty big news for SAY. SAY is a much smaller market cap than Chainlink for sure. Let's actually go check out and see what the charts look like on SAY. So, 5% on the day. Let's see here. So 34 cents right now. She's trying to, and look at that textbook. Look at this. So the top of the channel, let's say, was just writhing on top of, actually is, it's weird how you get the really good landscape view. The peaks, these resistant peaks at about 28 cents, say fought above it, proved the support, popped up, and has been just kind of writhing on that level, proving it as support multiple times. Say actually looks like it's primed to go check out 50 cents. Say looks like it's ready to go check out 50 cents. So that's very, very interesting, actually. That's going to get in some. Maybe I'll go trade it because I can catch up with any spot holder with high leverage. Why is the blockchain basement today not Discover Crypto? You know, the Discover Crypto is actually in jail. So, you know, we're waiting to get out of jail. But honestly, even with when I go back live on Discover Crypto, I'm still going to be doing and starting up once again daily live streams on the blockchain basement. I am. I know I'm busier than a one-armed paper hanger in the Great Depression, but it's worth it. I care about you guys. And this, I mean, we have the best chat. You guys, pound for pound, are the best fucking chat in crypto. Hands down. I see shows with 7,000 people watching and they don't have the insights that you guys, I mean, what do we got on YouTube? We got like 250 right now. You guys, pound for pound, are the best chat in crypto. Best chat, smartest. It's true. And I'm serious when I say that. I see all the different chats and all the different channels connected to many, many different crypto content creators, big and small. You guys are literally the best. So now, Morpho curator fees are up 4x in the past 4 months. Very, very good growth on Morpho. Obviously, the trade felt good. The spot bags feel good. And really, you know, Morpho is essentially the Aave of base. So we're not fading it. I've not been fading it since it's come out. And really, you know, Morpho, low key, you're going to see some major, major moves being made by some whales you know well if you're in the Discover Investments Group Discord. I will just leave it at that when it comes to Morpho. Okay. It's the season. I'm seeing a lot of big players now starting to take notice of that move. Have you hung out with Frankie recently? I actually saw him pretty recently. And we might have some actual stuff coming up. I'm working on it. Frankie, he's tough to pry off the charts. You know what I mean? I grab him. Come on. So he's the tough, but I love Frankie. And yeah, I still got my hat every single day. I wear this not just on the show. I mean, this is a daily hat. As you can see, it's dingy. I have many of those hats though. Shout out to Frankie. Great trader out there and a good person. Now, this is interesting in terms of Moonwell and Mamo. So Luke Youngblood, we had him on the show a while back, and we should actually probably get him back on the show to get some updates. He got early access to the Coinbase One card, which I actually do want to get. He bought $28,000 worth of furniture for the new Moonwell Mamo office, and he got $800 back in Bitcoin instantly. This is absolutely badass. And now, when I think about Moonwell, the price is not sexy right now. The price is like 2.8 cents. You know, it's writhing around, but there is something to note when you see a project like Moonwell get early access and be literally the first crypto project in the world to be able to produce, not in the world, I can't say, because it might have been done in other countries, but in the United States, well, absolutely the first project to be able to have a banking account and a routing number, like literally banking account numbers hooked in to the blockchain. This is very, very early pioneer shit that Moonwell is pulling off. And I'm keeping an eye on it. I'm keeping a bag of Moonwell. I got a little bag of Mamo as well. And it's a play. It's a play that I got in my portfolio. There's some other things going on within Base that make me pay attention. The new community launch model debuting on Aerodrome features a launch of Syndicate IO's token SYN. Radical new model that removes an extraction layer in token launches, centralized exchange listings, and market maker deals that are bundled in with them. Very, very intriguing. Very intriguing here. Now, Syndicate IO, I'm going to hop over here. I'm going to give it a follow. And you know what? This is something I might have to do a more in-depth, dive into. But this is something that's now on my radar. First ever community first token launch. Radically open, transparent, and decentralized model that puts community at the center from day one. I would like to see less bundling, less shitbags releasing tokens. It's incredible seeing the vibe on Pump Fun, because when I go, people think that I'm just going to sell after every single show. I get hit up, they're like, "Oh, I know he's going to dump it," right? Literally no. Like on Pump Fun, this is now a tokenized show. If people want to go trading it, go have fun. Pump Fun literally provides fees, creator rewards that are great. They're in Solana. I get Solana, and Solana has been doing what it's been doing over the past few days, right? I'm doing great just from literally having the show tokenized on Pump Fun. So that's just a little nuance I want to call out there. And you know what? Creators on Pump Fun, be better. Do better. Stop dumping on your people, okay? Please, for the love of God. And make something that lasts. Who's banned here? Party Farm. Let's see. You're banned just like Chewy. Chewy been blocked since the days like 2021. Are you what channel are you blocked off of? Oh, you're blocked off of Discover Crypto. You know what, Chewy? Absolutely. I have found a way around this. So Party Farm and Chewy, if you can, go find me on Twitter. Okay. So go find me on Twitter at Druth Crypto. Give me a follow. I'll see your follow come over. And if you already do follow me, just yell at me in the comments somewhere along here. And also, while you're there, reshare this. You know what I mean? Reshare this Solanify thing. But send me a message, and I actually have found a way to force YouTube to allow you back in, and I'll get you back on there. Absolutely. So just give me the flames, the signal on Twitter, and I will absolutely help you out. Okay. Now I'm glad I saw that message. I'm really glad I saw that message. Let's see here. Yeah. I'm getting smacked by Black. Who's getting smacked by Bradley Martin? Bradley Martin is a giant person. Jesus. All right. Now, Ondo, let's look at this chart. So widely bullish. I don't follow this or, take their signals, but I liked the design and what they called out here, the inverse head and shoulders, the resistance. And they actually called this out before the pump up, and we all kind of got the vibe that Ondo was going to do good. It is relieving seeing Ondo break above $1, for God's sakes. I mean, it's every time it approached $1 previously, as that chart shows, it got smacked down like a redheaded stepchild. Now let's check out where it looks like on the charts, and we are right at $1, $1.09 right now. You know, if we can hold and prove above $1 as support, Ondo might be getting ready for that move back up into the 2 zone, right? Ondo is actually looking like one of the more enticing, coins for me to put trades on, and I'm feeling it. You know, Quant 2.0 maybe, but you know what? The gains, I can up them. I can up them with leverage. And obviously, stop losses are your friend. We have some really, really cool trading tools, people that want to get involved with trading and figure out how to do it. We have parameters and a great partner that's coming on very, very soon that I think you guys are going to like quite a bit if you're wanting to get in on the trading side. Now, this I got to check out. World LibertyFi is doing a proposal to use 100% of the protocol-owned liquidity, POL, the fees for World LibertyFi buybacks and permanently burning. It's now live and open for voting, and 99.68% of the votes are currently supporting the measure. So this permanent buying and burning of World LibertyFi mechanism looks like it's actually going to move forward. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. And, I don't own any World LibertyFi. It's seeming like this non-sexy test bed for government level DeFi that the Trump kids are doing. And it's probably going to do pretty damn well. I don't own any of it. Maybe I'll take some positions in it, but honestly, I don't really want to trade it. It's fallen very, very hard, and it's got a long way to go back up, prove some current levels here. Let's see here. I want to check this out. DeFi, crypto, and airdrops. And honestly, also, this is a daily. Make sure you guys are following DeFi, crypto, airdrop. Okay, Veteran Crypto and Jeff work very, very hard to keep you in the know on all the airdrops, all the mechanics behind DeFi protocols here at DeFi, crypto, and airdrops. Looks like they got a pretty big show here that they just did one day ago as well. So make sure to go give them some love. Go check out their shows here. It's a brother channel, 48,000.3 subscribers. Let's see what he's got to say now. He is talking about our community focused on earning free crypto and DeFi, not buying, opted out of World LibertyFi. Okay. He just got his own approach. Honestly, Veterans, probably one of the more based and hard-headed holders that's probably going to be richer than all of us at the end. The thing about Veteran is he is diming, like he has held on to Sonic all the way in, or not Sonic, Casper all the way into these lows. I just got this weird feeling that he is going to crush it on that position for some reason. You know what I mean? I just got that vibe. It's me fading it. It's in these extreme lows, and it's probably going to have some escape pump, and now he knows to look for the escape pump. He's probably going to jeet it and just fucking sail off into the suns. Shout out to you, Vet. Now, let's hop into the other stories here. Clean Core Solutions bought more Doge after its initial purchase of 285 million Doge tokens, bringing its total holdings to 500 million, half a billion Doge, as it reaches the halfway point towards a billion. And they got this billion Doge target to accomplish within the next 30 days. You have corporate buying pressure on a meme coin Doge now. That's the world we live in. Okay. Yes, crazy, but also true. Okay. And with this, somehow, this is proof that I can't have nice things. Literally the only stock I own, Safety Shot, has now bought more bonk. God. And the crazy part about this, Safety Shot is a company I bought a little bit of stock in, and they announced, okay, now we're going to buy bonk as our treasury. And I'm like, this treasury now is $63 million worth of bonk tokens after this latest $5 million purchase. Okay. But then I was like, started to think, I was like, wait a minute. Bonk is a meme coin. Meme coins act violent when alt season happens. So this Bonk treasury actually might end up turning out really, really well for my safety shot holding. I'm holding it. I like the product. I don't like Bonk. I know it's a good project, and it's a meme, right? It's a good meme. A good project is a whole different story. But when this thing goes nuts, I'm going to make sure to jeet all of my safety shot, because now apparently I'm exposed to Bonk. I am heavily exposed to Bonk, it appears, through these purchases. Some action, some movement going on Pump Fund as well here. Pump Fund deposited 13 billion pump tokens worth $75 million. That's a whole chunk of change to Kraken. What do you guys think? Are they getting ready to jeet their pump tokens here? Kind of just makes you wonder. Let's see here. Oh yeah, what's up? 6WFAQA in the Pump Fund chat. I have been grinding for a month. You damn right. And I'm gonna keep grinding. I keeps grinding because that's my job. There ain't no stopping this. There ain't no stopping this. I want to go check out this ticker for this contract address that Steve-O just shared here. You guys need to follow Steve-O. Okay, you need to follow. Let's go to Dex Tools. Let's do something. All right. Let's see here. Or Dex Screener, rather. Mr. Steve-O. Let's see here. EMDR. Ethereum MDR. God, it's up 72%. $42 million market cap. What is going on? What is this? Crime season? What is this? Steve-O, what have you done? Jesus. All right. Well, and the kind of the word on the street is this might be one of the next heavy Alex Becker shills. Might be one of the next Alex Becker shills. So I'll keep an eye out on this. Keep an eye out on this, Mr. Steve-O here. I know he's lurking. He's lurking. He's a busy guy. But shout out to you, Crypto Steve-O. Now, this also, he brought to my attention Robotics. Market cap of Robotics coins, $250 to $300 million market cap in total. Market cap AI agent coins, $5 billion, right? So there's a big discrepancy between AI agents and the tokens within that ecosystem to the market cap of robotics specific coins. Looks like CoinGecko added a robotics section. And if you paid attention to a few robotics coins that have been going up steadily, Codec, Sapien, realistically, humanoid robots at least 5 to 10 years away in real world to fully replace warehouse workers. That is truly a scary thing to type. However, in this personal speculation that can be made in this sector, and this is Crypto Pops I posted this here, with only a few legitimate coins and much harder barriers of entry, because you can't just GPT wrapper robotics. You need physical presence and lots of planning and thinking, startup cost, etc., rather than some bullshit AI agent crap. For this narrative to fully take off, though, it needs to be real world catalyst through Elon with his robo taxis, Andrew Kang to jerk off his figure AI investment, or more realistically, breakthroughs in China. It's happening, and they are by far leaders in this space. There's no denying China's been cooking those robots way faster than the US. We got to up our game, and we will. We will. However, there's room for speculation on which cryptos does the best. So this is a whole new section, and this is a part EMDR and EMDR included in this. And it looks like, oh wow, they suspended this account. That's kind of crazy. It looks like this is a whole sector that's going to be popping up on us. So I'm going to definitely keep an eye on this freaking Ethereum MDR project here. It's a crazy, fast-moving, advancing world, and keeping up with it, it's a lot. That's why you come to the basement. Cooking robots, that's right. And you know what? Reminder, should we be overtaken by robots like iRobot, a balloon full of oil and sand to the joints of a robot. It's going to take some time for him to stop, but the sand works its way down into the joints and then seizes the robots up, right? If you don't have personal EMPs, I can't really get into making personal EMPs on the channel because I'll literally be zapped out of existence. But just a side note, right? Just a side note. Now, let's talk about this. Rising subprime delinquencies, but yet it's the best stock market ever. University of Michigan, not great. Okay. Change in unemployment. Oh my God. Empty private. So they're basically saying like the subprime markets are dog shit, but the stock market is going crazy. Dow Jones at new all-time highs as inflation keeps rising, but guess what? It always has been. This is a collapse up. This is not a, the markets are just going to give up. They're going to act responsible. They're going to raise interest rates as inflation keeps, rising in the background. They're not going to be responsible. They're going to cook the books to the moon. They're going to enslave stablecoin companies to continue buying. And really the danger here is seeing stable coins printed into the moon and then use that stable coin to purchase Bitcoin, right? That's where some big problems can happen. And shout out to pullback on mortgages, liking this. Baby Doge, thank you on X. Amazing show. Thanks. Keep up the good work. Appreciate you. Did Isaac's sex bot come with its own coin? No, it didn't. Unfortunately, Isaac's sex bot did not come with its own coin. Very sad. I'm happy about mortgages pulling back. This is a good season for me to see some haircuts in mortgages. Now we got to look at this. Pfizer and Moderna. Stock fell sharply on reports that U.S. officials are planning to link the C-19 jabs directly to 25 child deaths. Literally, okay? Both these companies can kiss my ass. And what they've done to society will be felt for decades, if not forever. Okay. Messing with DNA is not okay. Okay. Playing God is not okay. And what I think will be found over the next 10, 20 years is that fertility rates are going to exponentially fall off. Unvaccinated sperm is the next Bitcoin. Unvaccinated sperm is the next Bitcoin. Unvaccinated sperm is the next Bitcoin. Okay? Clip that. Now, I was talking about this hope for peace, and I could see Trump trying to open up the conversation for peace. But it looks like it's off the table. It looks like peace is not an option at this point. Kremlin says that Russia-Ukraine peace talks are on pause. And my pops was mentioning a little bit of this yesterday, I think, but drones are now targeting Moscow, and they have been, but they've upped the ante, and Russian oil facilities in a reported large-scale Ukrainian strike. And it's also being reported that for the first time in a long time, they're starting to gain some ground back. Ukrainians are gaining ground back in, this fight versus Russia. Explosions reported near Moscow, St. Petersburg, and Smolensk, and the Pulkovo airport shut down due to the threat of drones. Things are getting spicy. And you know where they're getting not even spicier, but spicy as well, is Nepal. And Pops, I wonder, I want to get on the phone with Mr. Sean about this. Nepal's Gen Z overthrowing their government. Let's have a look at what the hell's going on in Nepal. This is crazy.
I cannot believe my eyes right now. The whole of Parliament is on fire. People are dancing. None of it is left. Look at it. The whole building is burned through. Yeah! People holding Nepali flags on top of the fire engines. Yeah!
Where's the gas mask? God, it still seems shits with. I mean, maybe they're doing it for facial recognition, but these things, they still get to me. I'm not going to lie. Now, after that occurrence, the birth of the first network state in the world, in the entire history of the world, Nepal's Gen Z, who overthrew Nepal's government, have chosen their new leader via a poll on a Discord server. The new leader expected to meet Nepali army chief and form an intern government to hold new elections in Nepal. Absolutely insane. I'm pretty damn sure this is not AI, the video. I mean, even if this video is the occurrence of what's going on over there is being reported, and they have elected their new interim leader on Discord. So that kind of, you know, we've seen how much Polymarket and people betting with their money on where politics is going to go to and from, shaking up, you know, mainstream media's psyop, their lies that they feed everyone, and not you guys, because I'm assuming that you're not drinking from the hose of lies, but they are pouring those lies down the throats of the people around you. Now, the birth of a network state on Discord really leaves much to be imagined on the potential of where Discord could end up going. And you know what? It's a wild, wild world. Stay frosty out there. And you know what? Speaking of frosty, Brazil's Supreme Court sentenced former President Jair Bolsonaro to 27 years and 3 months in prison for plotting a coup. Now, the old saying goes, it's only treason if you lose, right? It's only treason if you lose. And I do believe Bolsonaro was stabbed during his electoral process when he was campaigning to be elected in Brazil. Someone stabbed him in the stomach. He nearly died from it. Won the election. Fast forward a few years later, he loses an election. It's contested. Internal coup attempt happened, and he lost. And now they're sending him to prison for likely the remainder of his life. Absolutely crazy times. Absolutely crazy times, folks. And now, with that, we are going into a weekend. We've had an absolutely insane week. Irina first, and then Charlie Kirk, and now Jorge Oros. The news there just absolutely crazy. Nepal going into civil unrest. I mean, just drinking from a fire hose from the amount of news right now. But the most important thing in our life is our family. The most important thing in our life is our family, and making sure that your kids know how much you love them. Making sure that this world knows that Christian men and women are brave. We're not afraid to hide. We're not going to be quiet. We're not going to quiet down. You can take out Charlie Kirk. Guess what? You take out Charlie Kirk. Guess who's coming next? It's Nick Fuentes. Probably Nick Fuentes is going to take that spot in the leadership role. It is what it is. One action is a equal and opposite reaction on the other side here. So you take Charlie out, the reasonable guy who gives time for conversation between, you're going to end up with Nick. You're going to end up with tens of millions of Nicks after this. This is absolutely insane to see this time frame going down. We breathe deeply. We invest concisely. We keep the stop losses on, and we keeps the train going. Love and appreciate every single one of you out there in the blockchain basement. Make sure to pick up a Arculus on your way out. Click the link in the description. Make sure you're in the Discord to catch all those trades. I'm probably going to be trading over the weekend. And stay tuned for next week's major partner in terms of trading. I'm so excited to roll this training setup, this education platform out, and get all of you guys reasonably and consistently making those gains here. So I love and appreciate you guys. And you know what? Go hug some grass. Go hug some grass. Not just touch grass, hug the grass. Love you guys. And thank you very much, Byron. You know, first of all, Byron, where is it at? Everyone give it up for Byron. Everyone in the chat, put a W in the chat for Byron. Dropping 70 memberships on this show today. Come on now. Absolutely insane. I love you guys. Kiss kids, kiss your wife. I'll see you soon.
We just wanted to take a quick second to shout out our sponsor, Arculus. They are a cold storage hardware wallet, helps you secure all of your digital assets for the future. Just tap this thing to the back of your phone and boom, you're in. We wouldn't be able to do this without them, but also wouldn't be able to do this without you guys, the Disco fam. You've supported us a lot over the years. If you want to support the channel now, just use the code DC20. It gets you 20% off this card. It's the #1 way you can support this channel going forward. Thank you for your support. We'll see you at the top.